Welcome back to another episode of Strength and Conditioning for eSport athletes. I'm Strength Coach Freeman, certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association and certified personal trainer, the American College of Sports Medicine. In today's video, we will be talking about soft tissue work for the hands. Soft tissue work is extremely important in preparing the hands for either a competitive video gaming session or just a strength and conditioning session for the hands and arms. Really the whole body, but the focus for eSport athletes will be hands and arms for now. Subsequent videos, I'd like to get into soft tissue work for other parts of the body too that will be beneficial for eSport athletes. So, as I've spoken about in previous videos, this is the first step for the 4 steps that need to be gone through for an ideal training session. Step number 1, soft tissue work. Step number 2, movement preparation, right? Dynamic warm-ups. Step number 3 would be your actual event or training. So whether it be video gaming, playing games, either leisurely or in a competition, and then doing some kind of strength and conditioning for the hands. So some kind of hand strengthening exercise. I recommend doing it right at the end of a video gaming session, or if you're taking a day off from video gaming that day, but you still want to train your hands, just doing the strengthening. And then finally, of course, step number 4, recovery. So you want to do your static stretches to recover and make sure your hands maintain their flexibility for your next video game or training session. Today's tool is actually my favorite tool. I have quite a collection of tools, soft tissue tools that I've collected around the world. But this is by far my favorite one. I got this tool in Vietnam several years ago. And I take it with me when I travel. It's a great tool. It's got 3 different parts. All right? So it's got this flat end here, similar to some of the other tools that we've used. And then it's got 2 rounded parts here, a thin one and then a thicker one. This tool is not only great for the hands, but really great for the entire body. The shape of the tool really allows you to grip it well, and because none of the 3 points are really that long, right? So anywhere you grip it, you're going to be fairly close to the tip. It gives you a great amount of control, and it's really great for getting to kind of hard to reach areas. So if you have a longer tool, it might be kind of harder to get somewhere on your neck or back. With a tool that's shaped like this, you can really kind of hook in and get different spots of your body. So again, today we're going to focus on the hands, but in the future I'd like to revisit this tool and show you how you can use it for your neck and other parts of the body, because it can be a really beneficial tool, especially for individuals that are sitting, I'm kind of hunched forward right now because I'm trying to stay in the frame, but for someone who's on the computer for a long period of time, or your head's forward, you get some strain in the neck. This is great for working on those trigger points. It can be really beneficial for cutting down on headaches. A lot of times people get headaches due to trigger points and tension in those muscles. So this can really be, again, it's my favorite tool. It's very versatile, and it just works really nicely. So let's zoom in and I'll show you how you can use it to work on your hands. Alright, so here's the close-up of this tool. Again, I got this tool in Vietnam maybe in 2013 or 2014. So I've had it a while. Probably my favorite tool out of all the tools I have. It's great. It's got 3 different ends. It's great for working pretty much any part of the body. Neck, back, shoulders, legs, you name it, and it's pretty effective. However, today we're going to be focusing on the hands. So these tips are kind of similar to things we covered in previous videos. This is usually my favorite tip to use, the middle one, and I love the grip. I can really grip it nicely and get into any area that I need. got pretty good surface area, fairly rounded, so it allows you to kind of definitely hit it from different angles. And just like in the other videos, just kind of work your way up the palm. Got a trigger point right in there. Again, you can use this bigger tip here with more surface area. And this is good for those really meaty parts of the hand or other parts of the body. It lets you identify some trigger points a little more quickly. It helps you kind of speed up the massage. And then it has that flattened tip that's really nice for working in certain areas like this, the pinky side of the hand. So if you can see that. Yeah, it works really nicely in here. I prefer wooden tools to plastic usually as well. I think wood's a little more natural. Plastic is, kind of toxic. It's not an issue so much, just touching to your skin briefly, but I tend to try to avoid plastic when I can. But it is good in terms of if you want to use some kind of oil, lotion, or balm, because it's a little easier to clean. Ooh, so I don't know if you heard that, but there's definitely a very tight bit of muscle in here that when I tried pressing on it, it just kind of slipped right off. So you'll notice if you have a really tight spot, it's actually sometimes very hard to press into. And you really have to play around to how to get into it. Alright, so that's how you use this tool. Again, I like to work down the outside, work through the palm, work into that main meaty part of the palm right here. You can work down the fingers. For this, the narrow tip, and this one you can work with the fingers a little bit. And then again, flip, work to that meaty part on the opposite side. You can use this gently in between, but again, this is the least important part to work here. I think in some cases, if you don't know what you're doing, you might do more damage than good. So I would say you could even skip on this whole thing until you're very comfortable with massaging in here, at least with your fingers first, right? You know how that really should feel. That's about it. Again, great tool. I believe you can actually find these online. Some of these can be sold or bought on Amazon. Pretty sure I saw this on Amazon. I got this one in Vietnam, but if this is a tool that you think would be beneficial for you, take a look. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'll try to find a link to some of these tools, and I can post them so you guys can take a look if you think it's something that you'd be interested in using. Alright, thanks for watching, and stay